to give them up. Can't hear them, no, 'cause I've been there all night.
Hold up. Hold up.
Been there all day.
Hold up.
And but I gotta decide.
Hold up. No matter what you say.
Hi guys, welcome to It's All G. Haven't said that in a while. I thought that I would do a makeup look today. Obviously, I'm gonna do a makeup look today, and I don't know really what to call it. Like, it's really a no excuses makeup look, okay? For the day where you don't feel your best, or a day that you just want to pick yourself up, I'm going to call this the no excuses makeup look, because really today I had no excuses not to film this video. So I'm going to get into all the products that I used. I thought I would do a different format or layout than other makeup tutorials. This is personally something that I would like to try. I haven't seen it done a lot. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip into the clips of me doing my makeup, but I want to explain my technique and the products that I use really while I'm like sitting down and talking to you guys, because I'm pretty bad at like talking and doing my makeup. So I just thought that this would be something cool that I could do, and I know it's different to kind of a voiceover, so I thought that I would share that with you. This is the final look, so if you like what you see, then keep watching the video. So probably the first thing that I used would be the Jaclyn Hill palette. I know mine is filthy. It's a really cute idea to have a sleek white palette, but when you have so many colors and so much dark makeup, it's like so hard to keep it clean. But on the other hand, it's pretty easy to clean it. I mean, just take some makeup remover and wipe it, and it's not like impossible. So anyway, I like to use this Jaclyn Hill palette with my Morphe E11 brush, and I like to use this dark color over, oh, let me bring it here, this dark color at the bottom. I watched another okay, I watched another YouTuber use this technique, and that's basically where I started using a dark eyeshadow. I've never been a person that uses powder for my eyebrows, but I usually use the Chi dark brown pomade or the Anastasia Beverly Hills pomade, or I've even used pencils in the past. But I actually find that this powder, the formula, I don't know what it is, but it's actually amazing on the brows. It gives it quite a natural dark look, and it's really easy to blend the brow out to make it look more natural. So I actually quite like that. When I'm doing my brows, I like to start like a quarter away from where my brow actually begins, so I can allow there to be a natural gradient with my brow. I don't like to start right at the top so it's blocky. That's just personally me. I like to start 3/4 from where my brow starts, and then start shading down and getting the shape that I want, and then I bring the leftover residue from the brush and just lightly bring that through the beginning of my brow. And I'll do that on both sides, and then I will go in with my NARS Radiant Concealer and another Morphe angle brush. This brush was from a Morphe kit that I bought. I'll put the name down below or across the screen what that kit's called, because I have a range of Morphe brushes, so it's just easier if I tell you the kit that it comes in, because they don't have like individual numbers or anything. So if you like majority of the brushes, I personally love them. I've had them for a year, 2 years now, and they're amazing. So yeah, I use this small angled brush that comes in that kit and the NARS Radiant Caramel Concealer, and I just use that to tidy up my brows and to go underneath, and yeah, just to tidy up my brows, because at the moment they're a mess. I'm trying to grow them out because I had them plucked and it was kind of a disaster, threaded, and it was kind of a disaster. So yeah, bear with the crazy brows at the moment. But yeah, that's what I like to use. And then if I'm going into my eye makeup on the base, it's really good to use a concealer that is at least a shade or two lighter than your skin tone. For me, I love to use the LA Girl concealer in medium beige. These concealers are great. They're just a great concealer. They're cheap, and especially when I'm just using it as the base, it's just really cool to have a nice affordable drugstore concealer, I guess you would say if you're American. In Australia, I buy these online. I'm not quite sure what the name of the website is that I bought these. It was quite a while ago, but I will put it again across the screen or down in the description bar. This is in the color medium beige. I just put that over my lid. The palette that I used for my eyes is the Sweet Peach palette by Too Faced. This is an amazing palette. I just love all the colors and the tones, and it smells like a peach, so that's really cute. What I used in my crease was Puree, and I used the Morphe M412 brush crease, and then I went underneath, just kind of angled up. I at first used the Morphe E39 brush to just create the angle that I wanted in the shape that I wanted my eye, just to angle out the color Summer Yum near my lash line. And then I would buff and add more of that through with the E18 brush, just to pack in more of the color. And then I probably went back in with the beige concealer. I did that just so that I could go over those matte colors and make sure that this color, it's like a shimmer, came out more. I love this color. It's called Caramelize. It's a beautiful bronzy color. It's an amazing color too if you're doing a brown smoky eye. Yeah, but I just personally put the beige LA Girl concealer, use my finger to just add that back in so that Caramelize would really stick and stand out. And that is what I did. And then I probably, remembering what I did, I would have gone back in with Puree or Super Yum just to clean up any color, dragged a little bit of Charmed, packed a little bit of Charmed in the outer corner just to add some depth in that outer corner, and dragged it a little bit through in my crease to find the shimmer and the crease a bit more. And that's, yeah, looks what I did. And then one of my favorite eyeliners. I used to be terrible at doing wings. The only way that I actually really learned how to do a wing was using the e.l.f. liquid liner. It is a drugstore liner. I wouldn't say it's the best in the market. I know that there are better, and in terms of opacity and yeah, just like getting a stronger. I am still gonna say I'm a beginner with liner, and people do compliment my liner now, but it's all because of this, because it's super easy to use, it's super easy to take off. There are some liners that when you try to take it off, it just smears your whole eye. You end up with raccoon eyes, and there is no way of getting around it other than starting your eye all over again. So I personally love this because it's beginner friendly, it's cheap. I know in Australia this was on sale for like $6, $3, or it's usually $6 to $9, which might sound a bit expensive in American dollars, but over here that's pretty cheap for a liquid liner. So I personally love this. My eyelashes are really curly, so if you see me stretching out my eyelid, it's because my eyelashes are really curly, and it's really hard for me to get over the curls and into and on my lid. If you have straighter eyelashes that come out like that, you can kind of just have your eye guide over and just put the eyeliner on. But for me, it's like I have to like contort my arm, and it's really frustrating, to be honest, doing that, because it's just harder for me to like control the brush. So that's another reason why I love this formula, because for me, my curly eyelashes at the moment are something that I'm working on mastering how to get around them. And then I actually so again, with my curly eyelashes, I find it super hard to put on fake lashes, and it's actually something I've gotten my makeup done before, and makeup artists even go like, you know, wow, like how do you actually do it yourself? Because it is quite hard for me to do it because they are really curly. I actually went for my Ardell lashes, the 118s in black. I don't have a clip of me putting them on because honestly, that whole experience of putting lashes on took me 30 minutes to 45 hours. I took a snack. I had a snack. I had chocolate. I had to have a drink of lemonade and call my best friend. And legitimately, it was an actual struggle. So these are the lashes that I chose. They're gorgeous. They're beautiful. The whole ordeal made me redo like the bottom of my eyes, redo my liner. It was quite a situation. So yeah, I'm gonna get better at my lashes, but I'm not gonna necessarily, you know, put a clip of me putting them on because I'm not that great at it. Use the NARS Sheer Glow foundation in the color Katie's. It does look quite lighter than my face. It does blend out in the end to be quite natural, but this was the color when I bought it. I was Katie's. I probably need a summer foundation, but to be honest, I have so much of it. It's just kind of like, can I not just warm it up with bronzer and contour and other situations? But I will be testing out other foundations. I really want to try the Fenty Beauty foundation, the Smashbox foundation, and the new NARS foundation. So you'll see that I will get some foundations that are a little bit deeper for my summer tan. I go in with that with my favorite face brush at the moment, which is the Morphe G36 brush. I used to use the Real Techniques brush. If you can see, the heads are dramatically bigger. It makes this one look like a baby. I just don't even remember using it. This one just blends that makeup out quicker. The bristles are softer. It feels a bit more dense. It's just a beautiful brush. I love using it. I don't use sponges for my foundations when I'm doing it on myself. If I'm doing someone else's makeup, I will use a sponge, but on myself, I love to use a brush. Then I would go in with my NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer, my favorite concealer of all time, under my eyes and in the color caramel. And I use the Morphe, and then I use the Real Techniques contour brush, and I just blend that out. Blend that out and blend that out. If I'm using more of it, bring it further up. Like with contour, you don't really want it to be like a line. I find that I don't know if it's because I don't really know how to describe my face. With doing makeup, I always say to people, like when people ask me advice, really get to know your face. Stick is quite a warmer contour. It's kind of more of a bronzier, warmer contour stick to use. That's what I personally like in the summertime. That's what I liked for this look. I like to look warm most of the time. So this is the duo that I use for contouring. Then I'm going to go in and bake with my Shasta Buttercup and my beauty blender. Always make sure the beauty blender is wet. Just put that stuff down there. And then I'm going to go in with my new favorite powder, which I just feel like gives me a flawless kind of matte but not super matte, just like a skin like finish. It's just smooth. Like I've never had my skin look so smooth. I was in love with the Too Faced Cocoa Deep Tan, the Too Faced Deep Tan powder. That was out like 2 years ago. I was just using that all the time, and when it finished, because they discontinued it, I felt so upset. I was like, what powder am I going to go to next? But this Sephora powder in the color Foncé Deep 56 is amazing. Nona Contour Sculpting powder in the color Dark. And I use my angled Morphe brush in that kit that I bought, and I just go in. I'm still figuring out the lighting situation, so if it doesn't look as dark on camera, it's literally because these lights are so powerful. But if I was to go ham so that it would show up on camera, I would look crazy. So I really need to figure out the lighting situation so that it looks a little bit more closer to real life. But I did go in and I'm looking sculpted. This is a great powder. Go in with the Hourglass Ambient Highlight. Now I can go crazy on a highlight and be seen from Mars type of situation, but I personally love, I don't know, for this look I really wanted to be a bit more subtle because the lips were a bit more of the juice. So I went in with the ambient highlighter by Hourglass, which is without a doubt such a beautiful highlighter. It's like skin finished. It's so finely milled. Even when you touch it, it's amazing. And when you like, this is caramelized by Too Faced, by the way. And when you just like blend it into the skin, it's, well, you're actually gonna see it, so why am I doing that? When you blend it into the skin, it is just amazing. Like, just like, there's no harsh lines. Like, it's not crazy. Like, you can add it on and pack it onto the, it's not one of those in your face highlighters, kind of like what a Jeffree Star highlighter would be like, or a Becca highlighter, or even a Huda Beauty highlighter. It's more of a, like, when I wear it on days where I'm literally just wearing powder, mascara and highlighter, it's one of those highlighters where it can do like a no makeup look, because it's just so finely milled that it just heightens your cheekbones. Like, it just lifts them. It's just so beautiful. So I just love it. I just went on a whole spiel, but it's a great highlighter. For lips, this lip combo is not to play with. This lip combo is when you just, well, you already know, okay? You already know. Just, you know, look at my lips, okay? Like, you already know what I'm saying. This, gosh, goodness gracious, I'm crazy today. Well, I use the Well by MAC lipstick as my base. And then Taraji, we all know Taraji P. Henson. If you don't know Taraji P. Henson's personality, then you wouldn't understand how she came up with such a bomb lip gloss. Like, when you first see this, you're like, what? Who wants gold lips? But when you put it over this lipstick, it changes your life. Like, where's she going with those juicy lips? Like, who is she? Like, what? This is a fetish makeup look, and I'm about to have some chocolate, because, man alive, this video was long. I have just found such a joy in filming this video and sharing with you guys my makeup looks. I have so many more to come, and not just makeup, because I don't know how my tutorials are going to be. I don't think they're not all going to be like this. I'm going to try and do things fun so that I enjoy filming and I'm motivated to do it. Maybe it won't be necessarily how the makeup look is, but where I film the makeup look, who I film it with, whose makeup I'm doing, who's doing my makeup, just things like that. I want to incorporate fashion into this channel eventually, and other things, you know, like I'm pretty creative. I like to make little like clips and movies and things like that, so I also want to incorporate that into this channel. But I would say for a beginning video, to really get back into it, I'm pretty happy with the final look. If you are too, then subscribe, like, turn your notifications on. Be happy, stay positive. Love you and appreciate you, but do things for others. Doing for others always makes you happier than yourself, but don't forget yourself and always value yourself. And it's just a little spiel that I wanted to add in the end, because I know that makeup makes you look good on the outside, but I also want this channel to be about helping people feel beautiful in the inside, because there's nothing more beautiful than someone that is beautiful on the inside. So I really want to help spread that message and bring that out in my videos. Okay. Have a great day, guys. Have a great day. Have a great evening. Have a great morning. Bye.